Oh, oh. Okay, so it's set for party audio on right now. All right, turn it off. All right, nothing. All right, I'm gonna turn it back on. Wow, party audio.
Audio in the party now.
I see. I see. I'm glad it did that because I was like, because I asked your permission to begin with because it does seem like something shitty that someone could do to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, yeah, I got Doug on tape saying that he's pro Pootie Pie.
He is. I heard it. It's now taped.
Gotcha.
Just two guys crawling at each other over there.
Yeah, I killed one of them. Somebody else is doing something all the way over there, but I don't know what.
I like that I've been streaming Fortnite this whole time, and then for the first 67 minutes, it was probably silent.
Well, it was probably getting your audio. It was just like the ramblings of a lunatic responding to questions that no one was asking.
That's sort of a conversation.
Yeah, Doug. The thing about that is, and it's like, if anybody had looked at it, they were like, "Who is Doug?"
Got him. Sniper Charlie got. I'm so bad at shooting in this game, but it's I can every now and again I'll get a guy at long range.
Where's that dude? Hmm. Yeah, I like the snipers in this game because you feel like you really did something when you hit a guy with them. Oh, this fucking idiot. Oh, that's a bot.
Wow, he got by Carl.
Got him. You know what sucks is that there's still 31 people in the game somehow.
See, I'm glad you were. See, I'm glad I recorded while you were here, Doug, so that you could know that I definitely was messing it up somewhere.
It's too bad that it took a entire fucking hour for me to even consider that.
Nah, that's hard. I gotta.
Actually,
I'm
in
like
here is
Boomer.
no longer a building. It turns out he rifted away.
I heard the chaos chambers up to 50, Doug.
This guy, he followed me. I guess technically I followed him. I had that coming. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
Doug,
makes
where
sense.
are you?
All the way up at this tower.
Okay.
I followed that guy through that rift like an idiot, and then I lost track of him.
Doug boyo.
I got Doug.
Nice.
Oh! Should have known that Leo would have got me.
We can play this game all day, bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, consent is important, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I had to learn. It took me 39 years to learn it, you know?
Yeah, it's cool that they give you that option. I like that, in that fucking Zomboid game, I saw that there was a mod where you could have a tape recorder to be able to record what other people said in the area chat, and I was like, what a weird thing that you could potentially blackmail a guy with a cassette tape
Wow.
that you recorded in Zomboid.
It's crazier things.
I like when this guy has Doctor Strange's sword, but chose to play as a default. To be honest, I don't even remember how to play as a default at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Did Vince McMahon go to jail?
I don't know. I think if he
I think he personally has
misallocated,
enough money that he can get
Yeah.
on anything.
yeah, that
Yeah.
for sure. But if he, I don't know, if he lied to the fucking IRS, they don't like that.
Yeah, I heard they're taking down Shakira.
Are they?
Yeah, tax fraud or something like that in Brazil. They're looking at 8 years for Shakira.
Well, then, yeah, Vince,
Wow.
Vince McMahon can also probably get hit. I don't know if Shakira has Vince McMahon money or if Vince has Shakira money. Because I don't really have any
Good question.
context. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems like what they were saying was that he misrepresented, like,
Funds.
the funds, so if he paid someone $1 million and said that it was for business expenses, then yeah, they'll probably try and get him.
Yeah, that sounds like stealing.
Jim Cornette, he said that he shouldn't have made a board of directors out of people that knew how to make money. He should have had it filled with idiots that weren't going to try and get him
Hacksaw
kicked
Jim
out
Duggan.
to make all the money.
Yeah, he was in charge until it went public. I mean, he's still in charge or whatever, but
Now he's not at all, apparently. They wanted to distance themselves from Vince McMahon before he went to jail for tax fraud.
that legendary fruit.
He'll go to a really nice jail is the thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
if he did, it would be the nicest prison. It would be nicer than my house, for sure.
Right.
my thing is, why even do it? You know,
Yeah.
like if you're gonna arrest a guy and put him in a nice prison. My mine prison needs to have non-consensual,
Whoa.
dry. Or what else? What are we doing there? You know what I mean?
Carl,
Wow, I missed every I missed every shot.
everybody come stand in this room unless there's a dude 1 foot away.
He's here. Go ahead.
There you go.
Alright.
If you
What
kn-
happened?
if you knock the floor out, it breaks all the barrels at once.
Oh, okay.
They all give you the juice. Where's this dude?
Oh, no.
There he is.
Yeah, he hasn't been told no, and he doesn't see a difference between that money and his money.
Yeah.
That's probably true, yeah.
Like, there's probably, like, over the however many years, he's probably spent so much of that company's money on just him stuff that it's unheard of.
Yeah, I'm with Carl that if they want to look at the Vince McMahon's receipts over the years,
Yeah.
they're gonna find.
Yeah, he's looking at this like any criminal, like, you caught me for this, but you ain't catch me for all that other stuff.
They're gonna find fucking $50,000 steak dinners and shit.
Yeah, and the worst of it is if you find out WWE money went to Linda McMahon's
Campaign.
Yeah.
political life. Yeah. Yep.
That she lost.
I think he got to be on the cabinet, Trump's cabinet.
Yeah.
Stonehenge. Not today, Stonehenge.
You know what's crazy, Doug, is that if you have relations with somebody at your work and you're the billionaire or millionaire boss, and or you're the Donald Trump and you had with the porn star, you can pay money for them to be quiet, and that's no guarantee that they'll be quiet. Also, what are you being quiet about? Because it's like we had an affair. It's like I need you to hide this from my wife. But what we did wasn't illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's the thing.
definitely,
look down on.
definitely seems like there was probably more to it. Oh,
That's
shit.
that's what you're. I mean, that's what always was implied. You're like, oh, did I court you into it? And it was like,
There's more, less consensual sounding allegations at this point, but still, it is weird that if you and I had a consensual relationship, that I would be like, here's $2 million, go away.
yeah, but on the flip side of that too, though, is when you're like, where you're a billionaire and you don't think that a woman is going to be seduced by your money, where you're like, I'm going to pay you to go away, and she's going to be like, I'm going to need to be more paid. There's also that where you're like, it can just be someone just trying to get money out of you. Who's like, yeah, I hope you do sexually harass me or whatever. Like, but then, but like, it is implied that something had to be weird about the relationship or the relationships, or that they weren't relationships at all. That the boss came down on you to have these affairs, to have these meetings, and that you're like, all right, don't tell everybody everything I said about this. That is highly likely when you say it, Doug. Where you're like, it's like the term consent is loose here because it is your boss. But that's weird because it's like you're like, okay, then I'm going to need you guys to make the case that like, okay, so I didn't hold you down against your will, but it's like, but you're still making the case that this was like an assault.
It's the implications.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. I think if you became a billionaire, right, as a regular dude, and you're like, okay, I just need to find a girl who I want to have promiscuous sex because I'm a billionaire. The problem is, any one of those girls can get you now. Like there is no you having fun because you're a billionaire. Like they can all make the claim. And then why wouldn't you make the claim? He's got excess money.
I don't know. Jim Cornette, one of his viewers did the math tone, and Vince McMahon could have got like $1,000 prostitute every single day for 8 years, or some old bullshit like that, for the price that he paid to the one woman. It's like, could have just done that.
Yeah. I think that's fair. But what I'm saying is, when you got that $1,000 prostitute, she knows she slept with McMahon, and she's going to be like, I need $2 million in hush money.
Well, now she's out $1,000 a day.
Yeah. Yeah, but she tells on Vince McMahon, and he's still in the same predicament as we're saying now.
Yeah, but that's one of those situations where it's like, I'm Vince McMahon, I don't sleep with prostitutes, prove it.
Oh, you're saying it's his word against hers.
Whereas the other woman worked there and her pay doubled.
And there's a paper trail.
There's an easy paper trail.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Wow, I lost easily. Wow, I'm bad at the game.
Oh, shit.
I mean, old Elon's gonna get got. Because he has promiscuous sex with numbers of girls.
This dude is above us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any healing for you, Ben.
Run away, wayward son.
Oh, here comes that guy's friend. Oh my god, there were two.
I threw a grenade and knocked one down by luck. That was caught on video, so.
Wait, what happened?
I threw a video from way by the gas station and knocked one. Yes, sir!
Hello?
Those guys should never have lost to us.
Nope. That was ridiculous.
Look at that legendary SMG that no one's gonna pick up.
I'll fucking take it and get killed.
Oh, that's junk. Junk in the trunk.
It is junk. There's a legendary striker over here. none of those guys had any med kits, huh?
I don't think so.
I'm here, dog.
Hello.
Doug, how would you bookmark something like that? Like I threw that grenade and it was a lucky throw.
You can make a clip of it on Twitch where you just, I mean, you would need to have had an audience, I think, because I think the clip stuff, you just click clip.
I got
And
5
it, like,
left, Tone.
records the last bit. You could also
Crap.
just make an Xbox clip of it. Sometimes I record stuff off of Xbox. Oh, no, wait. Also, Fortnite has a thing where you can save an entire game, and you can go back and spectate the entire game.
Oh wow.
So if you did, like, really great in a game, you can save the replay of it, and then go back and watch it at any time. And you can watch it from, like, a third-person, like, free cam perspective. So you can even do fancy editing in this where, like, you waited right until you threw the grenade and then have the camera track the grenade all the way through the air to where it lands and kills a guy.
Wow. Yeah.
And then you put it in your compilation video, your highlight reel.
Oh shit.
I very rarely use that option, but yeah, that's cool that they have it. Oops.
Yeah. Doug floats.
This is
Blowing my
guy's
mind
built-in
hole.
emote. Look how his scroll lights up when you do it.
Wow. Wonder what happens if I shoot a firework at it. Oh, here comes somebody.
Where are they actually at? Oh, there.
Back around the back. Nope. I'm no help. I'm no help. Flip the car over. Oh, that's a robot. Okay.
I definitely came the wrong way to get up a hill. Come on. Yeah.
Doug blew himself up there with the sonic grenade.
Yeah, I got a guy, but maybe he was that guy's friend because he died instantly. Oh, we're not in it, but we're not, like, way out of it.
Right.
It's that car that I heard turn flip. Yeah, this game is weird. This game is kind of like on and off too, where I understand why people would be resistant to it, because it's fucking different every couple of months. And sometimes it's different bad. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't play for an entire couple of seasons, and definitely for a long time me and Dom just didn't play it at all.
I think the real reason is that you can get owned by 12-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Relentlessly. Very hard.
But it's not like, I don't know, like grown men. It's one of the things you wouldn't let a 12-year-old like fix your car better than you or whatever. But like, it's one of the things where like video games are like a language because you got to use your hands and stuff. So like they grew up playing it, and you're like, it's like a second language to those guys.
Yeah.
Like I definitely grew up playing like Super Mario Brothers 3 or whatever, but that's
No way
there
the
wasn't
same.
even there wasn't even 2 joysticks, Doug. We don't even call them joysticks. There was one D-pad.
This dude's right there.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck. There's also dudes somewhere else. Where was that coming from? Do you know, Carl?
No.
I think it was over there. Oh, yeah, there he is. Gotcha, bitch. That guy got me, mostly, though.
Duck, 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 duck.
Oh,
There's
hello.
a guy.
Sorry, I was trying to get behind this truck. Thank you, Carl. I might legitimately... it's not worth it. Probably should just go, since the storm is shrinking and we're not in it. Or we're not in. Remember when you tried to kill me, bitch?
How you do it? Ooh, looks like... No, that's not Vader.
It's one of those stupid rifts if anybody has a free hand and wants to use that to get in.
Oh, look at that gun. I played a little because it's a free weekend for that WWE game. I played a little of it, the storyline in the My Rise or whatever in the gameplay. I don't know what it is, Doug, but it
Mediocre.
wasn't fun.
No. No, Joe and I played a bunch of that. Well, not a bunch, but Joe and I played some of that. Because I thought that it would be more fun if we just if we played it collaboratively, but it was not.
What the heck though? Like why? Like there's something about the wrestling mechanics that was like, I know it was like a little sharper or whatever, but it was like,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I fought like 3 matches in Performance Center. I was like, I'm bored.
It's not fun. Also, I can't remember the exact button, but there's a specific button that you can hold where your character stands up instantly instead of staying down and selling. That's why we don't play the game anymore, is because Joe and I had played the game and had like 100 matches, and then I was like, Joe, did you ever notice if you hold right bumper and then flick the stick, your character stands up instantly and doesn't sell? And he was like, that can't be true. And then I hit him with a suplex and he stood right back up, and then I power bombed him and he stood back up. And I did that like 7 or 8 times and he stood back up instantly every time, and he was like, fuck that! Fuck this game! Doug, how long have you fucking known that? And I was like, for like days and days and days at this point. I noticed it like 4 days in and then just never mentioned it.
He got what was coming to him. He got what was coming to him. You know why? Because when those No Mercy games were like that. If you were getting pinned, you could flick the middle stick button to kick out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Joe was doubly scorned by this year's game because I think this was the first time that he bought it.
Oh, no shit.
Because I bought it the last couple times, and then we skipped a year, and then he bought this one finally, and it was fucking horrible.
Hard to love.
And it was the ultra trick, because everyone online was like, we've been paid to say it's back to being good.
They really were.
Snowboard.
Hey, I lost track of you guys a long time ago because I was running away from fights.
Yeah, we died. We died and we're long dead in the storm. Just you and Galactico now.
Me thinking you're the guy other is. saw that. Oh shit.
Oh.
There it was. There it was. Damn it.
I'm gonna return to the lobby real quick.
Got
I'm
it.
gonna do a little experiment. Because it's been a minute. I want to see what build mode looks like.
Oh, it's probably nothing but build.
It's been a long fucking time.
Nothing but build.
And you're saying everybody in there was sweaty as hell?
Yeah, it was so sweaty in the non-build. It's gonna be sweatier in here, I'm sure, but...
Rockstar. Doug, you're saying that my joke about GTA, it landed on deaf ears for sure.
What?
Because it was like GTA 6 came out with that statement, said it wasn't gonna punch down, and I was like, wait a minute. GTA is a game about killing cops.
Oh yeah.
Killing hookers after you pay them to have sex with them, and then beating them back for their money. And you're like, and it's gang warfare where there will be Mexican gangs who steal cars. Also, it's called Grand Theft Auto because you steal cars.
It'll totally still be that, too, is the thing. I'm not... I don't see any world where a GTA story isn't fucking controversial.
Yeah, it's Rockstar made a game when I was a kid. Doug, I shit you not. I shit you like. Look it up, Doug. Look it up. Rockstar made a game when I was a kid where you were a mall shooter.
Ooh.
You would go in and you shoot all the people in the mall, like they weren't enemy combatants.
Yeah,
no,
that
I saw
seems right.
like a video the other day where it was like some school shooter from years ago was giving his comments on a recent school shooting. I'm like, why is this dude still alive?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like where I was like, what the fuck? Why are we interviewing this
Yeah,
dude?
he was like, yeah, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, it was something like that, and I was like, Jesus, and I was so offended that dude didn't get killed in a hail of gunfire at some point, or prison killed.
Yeah, it's like, to be honest, and my hope is just that what they mean is that they're gonna take all of the worst shit out of those games. Because, like I said, Tone, I drive like a long way for work sometimes. I'll have like a day where I drive for 6 hours. And rather than try to fill up content or find music that I like, I will legitimately put on a radio station from Grand Theft Auto because I think the DJs are funny. But then all of those radio stations have commercials where it's like, Knife After Dark. He's a war hero. And then the dude is like, why can't I sleep? Every time I try to sleep, I hear all those screaming natives and children that I raped. And you're like, Jesus, Grand Theft Auto commercial. This is bad.
Got dark with it.
Damn it.
Did that guy even fucking build on you, or was it just the end of it?
He just shot me in my face.
I'm coming, Tone. But first I'm gonna do healing.
This place is sweaty as hell.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get back to it. Let's get back in it. Where's Tone?
Idea. Okay, got Tone. Doug, I left you to your own devices.
That's all fair.
You heard they pulled support for Red Dead Online?
Wow. No.
Yeah.
That must have not made them any money.
They never tried.
No, they did. They were selling gold and shit day one. That's why I never played it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I played it for a second and it was filled with scummy microtransactions that I was mad about. With a
People were
horrible
like,
conversion rate.
We'll give you the first one. Thanks, Carl.
Yup. Wait, I think
Alright.
somebody had something about hiding in the grass, so...
Yeah,
I'm coming
my
back.
main point to those jokes, though, Doug, is that like you're like, hey, man, we think it's unethical to do that, and it's like I'm with you that like I would take it out if it was bad content, but when you're like, I think it's unethical, it's like your whole game's unethical, my man.
Yeah. Also, I know that it has its detractors and that I'm probably not really in the majority, but I feel like my favorite Grand Theft Auto story was fucking Grand Theft Auto 4, and it didn't really have too much of that bullshit. That game was like, what if you were a fucking poor immigrant who came to America thinking you were gonna make your life better, but then it turned out you were drugged back into the same third world bullshit. Like,
Build a wall.
Wow.
You got
I'll tell you what
killed.
it's like for me. I'll tell you what it's like for me in this
Oh
game.
my.
you ain't getting it, I'll tell you that.
I get it. It is. Doug, I don't know. You can watch it back in the stream later at Just Mustard 1. It's like they were. It was like relentlessly violent.
That guy hit me with a boogie bomb.
Wow! Look at him build. Look at him build.
I think I'm out of material. Yeah, I am. And there's so many of them. Alright, so I'm gonna say that the building didn't seem like it ever contributed to our deaths.
I felt like I was other than that.
I will tell you that everybody that I ever saw in this game was excellent.
There were some bad ones. I had like 5 kills in the first couple of seconds. But then, yeah, definitely these guys, they put it together because there were so many of them. Should have just tried to get to you guys.
Man, I walked to Roadhouse the other day.
Yeah.
Worst decision of my life. Oh, my body was not used to that distance anymore walking. My legs have been killing me since then. It wasn't like yesterday, it was like the day before. And man, they still hurt. We're like, dog, you haven't walked at all. Let alone to Roadhouse and back.
Summer of George.
Mm-hmm.
Body is completely atrophied.
It's to me, Doug. It's always like I'm always like you're right about 4 being like because you know I always talk to Jesse about it because he's half Mexican citizen, half American citizen, or whatever. And he said when he was a kid, he was like he came over there. And they I think they saw them. The cops drag out a Mexican guy and beat him to death or whatever, and his dad was like, welcome to America. Because we talk about it all the time, where it's like, they tell, this is going to be controversial, they'll tell what, like, people to care, like, the media's all over, like, anytime, like, something racist happens to blacks or whatever, it's a care. Like, that 53 Mexican that died in the back of that truck, that's like gone. There was no outrage. They're like, yeah, there's the 3 Mexicans died in the back of the truck. You know how it is. there is no political movement. There is no riot. There is nothing. It's like,
Yeah, GTA
and
4 gets a bum rap because it has a bunch of extra bullshit that it didn't need, but I think that game has the best story. Because it's not like fucking most GTA stories are like you're a dude who just wants to be above the law for the most part. Like fucking Trevor and Michael are just dickheads. It's not like there's any real reason to feel bad for either of them.
yeah,
I saw people that were like, "Oh, we're never gonna get another Trevor," and it's like Trevor was a rapist, bro. You shouldn't like Trevor.
Trevor, Trevor and the white guy. They were both psychopaths.
Like during his introduction, Trevor rapes a man. That's the first thing you see of him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my point, Doug. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. I'm like, all right.
And even now,
But
it's
the-
like, that's insane. Because when I was
The game-
young, it's just like a thing that happened. But when I tried to replay GTA recently, I was like, what the fuck?
The game is it's a fantasy for wanting to be like those guys or whatever. That's what it comes down to, right? And it's like you're like, okay, so you can be a rapist, you can be a guy who kills hookers, you can't be homophobic. And that's the rules. Them the rules.
Woo! Fucking crazy over here.
And I know it's like a dude like me going hard in the paint for, like, which makes me sound like the homophobic, guy. But I'm like, but it is like what it is a weird inconsistency I can't wrap my brain around.
The thing that I don't really get is it's like the problem, just like with everything else, is that every dude who didn't play the last 45 heists that have been in Grand Theft Auto reacted to this as if it was new news. And I'll tell you, I did play the last 45 heists that they've added to Grand Theft Auto, and they didn't they didn't say that a dude was a dick munching F slur, It hasn't been in the game.
It doesn't need to be either. You're right that it doesn't need to be in the game because that's not entertainment and it's not fun.
And they
And,
they already removed it. There was an interview recently, so
and
it's
then
fucking
they
in the
said
news.
it. I see it. Then they said it, and it's not only that, but it gets them brownie points with a certain group of people.
And it gets them in fucking headlines, because it's like, Grand Theft Auto 6, not even announced.
Yeah.
Like, I guess,
No,
put it back in the
it's
news cycle.
It's marketing or whatever.
Yeah, because they know, it's like, obviously, fucking Rockstar knows what's going to drum up controversy. And at this point, the thing that's going to drum up controversy is to say that you're going to be less controversial. Which is insane, but...
All right, we're gonna have 25% less use of the N-word.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah, no, I do understand all that too. Where it's like, it definitely does mess and it does this weird thing where it's like I said, I'm not pro knocking trans or homosexuals for no good reason. But if you wrote a story that was good that had that, you would, there are those dudes in stories,
See, that's always the argument, but that's definitely the reason to say that that's not going to be in the new game, because that's never been a factor in any of the stories. It's been, I'm listening to Grand Theft Auto's radio, and there's that donut commercial, and then one of the man on the street interviews that they cut to is a dude who says, sometimes I like to wear women's panties and just walk around downtown. And then they cut away, and that's not part of the story. And that's a legitimate word-for-word quote. And it's like, yeah, who gives a shit? Take it out. It doesn't affect me. It didn't affect me that it was in there or that it wasn't in there. And
it's a cringy that it's in there. That's why you. Yeah.
That's why I
agree with you.
remember it.
I don't want it. I don't want it in there.
Yeah, because it's embarrassing because I really like all of the songs on those radio stations, but I can't listen to those in a long car ride with my mom because occasionally the fucking commercial will be some shit like that and you're like, please ignore this part. It's unskippable. This is a YouTube video. It's not a playlist. Just listen to the part where the radio DJ talks about being on cocaine.
I think they said the main protagonist is going to be a Latino woman.
Yeah.
Which is good, but it's still, you can still come out and be like, oh, Grand Theft Auto has Latino women stealing cars.
Yeah. I'm curious if that means that they've moved away from the multiple protagonist thing that they did in 3 or in 5.
What I heard them say was that it'll have one map in the beginning and that they'll make several maps. So maybe that they're going to add maps incrementally.
I feel like that's the other reason that 4 is my favorite, is because it explored that concept so much better. It's easier to tell a story from a bunch of sides. Like, I think I'm probably the only person on the entire planet that played all the DLC for fucking GTA 4, but there's a diamond heist that you do that's like super fucked and everything goes wrong and the diamonds disappear and you don't know what happened to them. And then in that DLC, The Lost and the Damned, where you play as the bikers, you see from a second perspective, oh fuck, one of those bikers was there, and I do remember seeing him, and here's his perspective on the diamond heist, and he doesn't get them either, and you're like, where'd those fucking diamonds go? And then in the third DLC, you wind up playing that diamond heist from yet a third perspective, and that motherfucker also doesn't get them. And you find out that they wound up in a fucking dumpster and some random dude on the street finds them, and it's like, wow, that dude got billions of dollars worth of diamonds. But having seen that diamond heist from 3 perspectives, it's my favorite GTA mission. It's fucking cool as hell. Like...
Oh, you said that was 4?
Yeah, in 4. And obviously it's not even the focal point, like, you just... That is a mission that you do, and it's kind of a big oh fuck moment, but then... In The Lost and the Damned, you play that story, and midway through there, you wind up redoing that heist again. And then, yeah, same thing. And also, let it be known that the third DLC is called The Ballad of Big Gay Tony. And in The Ballad of Big Gay Tony, you also redo that heist from a different perspective, and it's fun all 3 times. And it's interesting and engaging all 3 times, and I'll always remember it.
I know that DLC is like the one that's considered the one that saved GTA 4.
What, Big Gay Tony?
I believe so. I can't remember that long ago.
It's a good DLC. It's funny and it's fun. But yeah, I always thought that was a cool way to tell a story where you see it from everybody's perspective, and even like to the extent of, because it is like you see that those people were there. When you play it the first time, you're like, hey, there's that biker from The Lost, and then fucking they did a whole DLC where you play as those guys. But yeah, I mean, I would say that it's maybe okay to make the argument that the GTA characters have always kind of been based in ignorance, and they're not supposed to be people that you like, but we live in such a weird fucking time where people are so stupid that they're like, Homelander is my favorite character, unironically.
Criminal. Trevor the criminal.
Yeah, Trevor.
Well, he's not just a criminal, he's just despicable.
Yeah,
He's a bit.
he got that dude and his girlfriend from the Lost hooked on meth, and then that guy was like, Trevor, I don't think it's right that you fucked my girlfriend in front of me, Trevor. And Trevor said, well, I'm gonna fuck someone, so if you don't want me to fuck her, you better drop your pants, big boy. And that's the introduction to
Wow.
Trevor. And then when that guy starts crying and says that he doesn't want Trevor to do raping him, he knocks him to the ground and stomps his head in until he's dead.
Yeah, he did murder.
And it's like, Trevor, not a particularly likable guy. He's kooky, but in a rape kind of way.
Oh, someone's
that
rocking
first
that
one.
battle bus. Oh, that's not Cone.
Wow, you killed the guy that was in the bus, and then his
Yeah, it drove up on me, and I shot the gunner.
Who's that other guy?
They teleported out. Bust out of gas.
Oh, someone's in the wall. Oh, that's that guy. He's dead. He died.
Wow, I ended that fight fast, right, Doug?
Yeah, you took care of it. Fucking guy got out. Here's his buddy coming back. I got a shield keg.
I teleported out of that.
Where is that fucking guy? Did he run back down to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm alone now. Yeah, and hopefully that story with the Latino girl is something like 4. Because it's like you're saying with 5, it's like Trevor and fucking Michael are like, one's white trash psychopath,
Oh, someone else is here.
Of
right? And
course.
the other, and Michael is one of those entitled narcissists.
Got him.
And the game being about crime is like, okay, so these guys just like to do crime, you know? Cause fuck it.
And like they're not entirely two-dimensional, obviously, but I don't care for any of them nearly as much as I like Nico.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh! Boogie bombed my ass.
but the Latino girl that comes across and she's got to do crime. That's something relatable, or should be relatable to regular people.
Cause fucking Franklin, most likable guy in that game. You know, he's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
Carl, you didn't have to do it.
Fuck.
I appreciate it. All right, we can go back to non-build mode if you want, I suppose.
I got more kills in this game than I ever got in the other ones.
It didn't feel like
I don't know.
It didn't feel like it made me particularly better or worse, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. It made me worse for sure.
Yeah, and it's one of the I don't know. I definitely feel like Nico was a much more interesting character because he's not even like I don't know that anybody has any misconception that Nico was ever a good guy. I think he was a dude who did horrible shit and was just trying to be better and got drugged back in, you know?
Yeah.
But that game plays bad. It's like, I wish that that game had gotten a fucking remaster and an actual one where the controls would be better.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that people complain about is the stuff that I like, where the beginning of that game is like, you just show up on a boat and he's like, well, it's like a monologue about how fucking he's in America to start over, and then his cousin picks him up in a shitty taxi cab and he's like, where's the fucking Lamborghini? Where's the big titty women? And where's the multi-million-dollar mansion that you said you live in? And they pull up to his shitty apartment and it's like, fucking...
Yeah, because they attracted to America. That's
Yeah.
like, that's one of the things too where like, I guess they called the National Guard for Washington, D.C. and the other thing because of what we're talking about with the illegal aliens. It's like, but they were the people that were like enticing them to come. It's like weird that you would entice people to come to America, but keep obstacles up for them. Which one we go to? Purple.
Purple is you.
Oh, it's a mistake.
If you want to go to purple, we can go to purple, but purple is you.
No. I didn't know that I said it.
Yeah, it's because you can do it from in the bus now for some stupid reason.
Yeah, and I was asking Jesse, I was like, so what's it like for people that they would like risk it because they must get stories about like what will happen to you when you come here or whatever. And he's like, yeah, it's like, but it's like if you're not like friend of the cartel or whatever, you're like a mom with a 7-month-old baby talking about I would like to have a job, and they're like, yeah, you're not in with the cartel though.
Yeah, I definitely
And
think...
I was like, so they're just starving out? And he's like, yeah, they don't have work or a place to live.
I think that every GTA is also just a fucking product of its time, as it is. Like,
Yeah.
fucking Vice City is great, but it's just Scarface, and fucking San Andreas is great, but it's just the 90s incarnate. 90s to early 2000s or whenever the fuck it is.
You're saying we're growing up a little bit.
We're definitely changing. I got murdered. Got super murdered.
Oh, cute. Fuck.
Carl got super murdered.
Damn it.
Fucking, it's so rough. Why? What happened? Fucking trash today.
Wow. Deep strokes. That guy gave me a deep stroke. Yeah, we're definitely trying to change. Or, I don't know what's happening.
I have faith in Rockstar's ability to, like, write a good story, too. Everyone who could get past the gameplay said that fucking Red Dead 2 was the greatest thing. It's like...
Hey, that's true that Red Dead's gameplay was what we couldn't do.
Yeah! Yeah, I didn't have any problem with the story as far as I had experienced it. I just didn't really enjoy the playing of it. And I like playing Grand Theft Auto games.
And we were like when we were saying it, we were the most unpopular dudes of that time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a hard pill for Joe to swallow.
We were like, no, man, listen, this game is downright unplayable. And it was like, I was like, I know it's a masterpiece. The horse nut physics, you know?
That's crazy that they
Like,
did that.
they nailed it. They got it. But you know what? You know what else is like that is there's Forza games. You're like, I turn it on for 45 minutes. Like, this fucking McLaren looks great. I'll take it around the track one time. Wow, this game. Wow, it plays good. I mean, like, definitely, this is like what it's like to drive this McLaren. All right, I'm turning this shit off. Like, it's like that, where you're like, you did it. You got it, video game maker. But now I'm going to go play a game.
Wow, Tone, the bounty is out. Post $100,000 to anyone that can beat him in a game of Magic the Gathering. This motherfucker got a Murdak.
Post Malone, I know. I meant to tell you that. I want this to happen, you know?
I wonder what the fucking rules are. I wonder if it has to be like a standard deck or something. Because if not, probably beat Post Malone pretty easy unless he built the greatest deck ever made.
I want to go in there. It never worked for me. It never worked for me, by the way.
Oh my god!
I want to go in there.
So many people.
I want to go in there with. I want to go in there with a little.
I didn't last long.
That red, white, and blue deck.
Yeah, and I want to do World Slayer because I had ways to get into that card or whatever because I could.
World Slayer, that one where every time you attack, it destroys all permanents.
It destroys all permanents, and then the first guy who lays land is like, oh, and everybody goes down to 1 health. Lays land. That's what happens. Remember?
Bro,
and then whoever lays land, the strategy would be like, oh my, you would shit your pants for $100,000.
It's like the fucking beaches in Normandy out there, bro. I don't even know what to try to do to recoup this.
Oh. What do you mean? Why the game is on hard mode?
Oh, these idiots pick fights with blocks. Oh, you idiots pick fights with the blocks. They're fighting me. Fuck! I thought I had an advantage.
GTA6, that's 2025 at best.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It'll never come out. Okay. Holy fucking shit.
Wow.
Fishman. Yeah, Post Malone, I gotta get the fine print on what his rules are.
Yeah.
You gonna rat deck it to death?
Man, I guess Tim Cats was playing Magic the Gathering with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, that makes sense.
weird, Doug, is when like, when did all the conservative people become okay with like people who cheat on their spouses? You know?
Yeah. Who knows? I probably with Donald Trump, but also they all cheated on their spouses too, so it was actually the whole time.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, you go to church so you don't feel guilty about how you cheated on your wife on Friday.
It's true. I don't be feeling that. I don't be feeling that guilt.
Fuck you, Banana Man. The last 15 games in a row, as soon as we landed, we all died. Not this time.
Crap. Saw me.
These guys, they shot the NPC this time. Why'd they make Firaxis make a game that wasn't XCOM?
I don't know. It keeps me up at night sometimes.
I like XCOM 2 so much.
It's like that thing where you become a company. You're like, we want to be known for doing that one thing really well, and it's like, yes, you stupid motherfucker. God damn.
Absolutely, that's what you want.
That's what you want. Fucking Jeff Mufflers down there only does mufflers. That's what dudes go for is mufflers.
Yeah. That's how Bethesda is. They're always like, we wanted to do something different because we didn't want to just keep making games that you liked.
And you're like, listen, bro, it takes you 5 to 6 years to make a game. You don't have time to dick around.
Yeah.
If you have two franchises, that's 12 years apart. It's like no, like I only live to be 70, you know, for fuck's sake. I think it's more of that stuff you say, Doug, where the
New guard.
motherfucker. Yeah, the new people come in and they're like, you know, they're like they don't get rid of like Todd because Todd is like the figurehead, but he's like at home jerking off right now or something.
Yeah.
And then like the new guard's like, yeah, we wanted to do something different. It's like, the dudes who really made Fallout 3 are long dead or gone.
Or just making other shit now. I'm kind of excited for Obsidian's take on a Skyrim type game. I hope that it's very
For sure,
good.
Avowed, yes.
It's gonna need to be very good.
It needs to be Skyrim, but not 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Dudes always, they're always like, hey man, people be shitting on Skyrim, but that game came out so long ago and no one even tried to copy it. They were like, nope, can't be done. That game's one of a kind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody ever makes fucking Bethesda-style games. Too ambitious, apparently, to make an RPG. Well, I was in there.
Wow! I shot him so many times before he shot me good once.
He's got a friend up on the hill.
Shit.
Oh, you see me die in front of your eyes? No. I do think that those games should have been multiplayer and but not online. But online like Borderlands online.
Yeah,
Doug can come in.
I think that definitely it enriches the experience for me. It makes it worse for Joe, apparently, but I like to play through a game with Dominic, you know?
Yeah, and I like seeing Carl's camp. I like seeing what he did, made, do stuff. I think Halo is multiplayer now, Doug.
Too little, too late. I'm gonna die. That dude came back to get his friend's cards and he killed me.
You saying you'll never go back to Halo?
I never played it once. I didn't even play the story. Also, did you hear that according to the official canon, George Jetson is going to be born tomorrow?
Nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, July
Not
30th.
flying,
Born
not a single flying car.
July 31st, 2022, baby. I also saw somebody say that in their official headcanon, the Flintstones and the Jetsons take place at the exact same time, and that the rich live above us in the clouds, and the poor live in a post-apocalyptic hellscape where they have to rely on dinosaurs.
Love that. Yeah, it is.
Carl's gonna die.
Yep.
I'm dead.
No! No, I'm alive!
I pulled it off. I pulled it off.
Oh, God, no! Oh! Fuck! Fuck! There was all the stuff.
Well, that guy's a shark.
Those single player experiences on the sports games are all kind of weird, like NBA 2K and that wrestling game too, because it's like they give you a voice.
Oh yeah, and you're
And-
always like a black guy or the Miz.
It's always ethnic. It's always something in your life, and you're like, no, I don't want to come up like a white nationalist, but wasn't there a white guy voice option? And it, because you want to be sucked into the story or whatever, but it's a sports game, so they're like, listen, nerd, you're not trying to be sucked in by a story. And you're like, oh, fair enough.
You know what's crazy?
Fair enough.
Saints Row always had 5 voice options for male and 5 for female, and a pitch
Yeah.
slider, so you could pick the voice that you thought most was the cadence you would like, and then pitch it up or down to make it more how you would want it to sound. But it is true that every time Joe and I make Lord Marillius, he's like, "Hey y'all, Lord Marillius here. I'm finna beat up down on some ass." And you're like, wow, it's crazy that Lord Marillius is Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, that's not what I would say.
It's better than when it was The Miz, because it was legitimately The Miz a couple of years ago.
It's a hard thing to figure out, for sure. Where you're like, okay.
It's not. Fallout 3 figured it out. Unvoiced protagonist.
Yeah.
And then I read it in my own voice. Because I have to read all the dialogue options anyway, which means I've already said them in my voice, in my head. Why would I then need to hear it repeated? You're wasting twice as much of my time.
And you have to hire a dude for dialogue.
And you said, yeah, and oh, hey, we were going to do a DLC, but that dude was busy. So we couldn't get him back in the booth to record the lines again. And it's an RPG, you know, so I put some flair in there when I'm reading it in my head anyway. I get to pick which words were enunciated. Unlike that WWE game where also you just don't even have options most of the time.
No, you didn't.
It was like, do you want to tell Road Dogg, yes, Road Dogg, I would like to have that match, or no, Road Dogg, I hate this company and I want fired.
Game over.
It's like,
You were fired. Good luck in your future endeavors.
yeah, good luck.
Like, if you... My thing, Doug, is if you're going to make a game, why not at least try, you know?
Yeah. It's such hard work to make a game. Why would you shit it out? It feels like you're also, it's like a huge disservice to the thousands of man hours that it took to do the animations.
Developers, they're like, hey, developers, we're just going to have a shiny turd. If you're gonna have if you're gonna have backstage politics in the game,
I was really trying to finish that weekly thing for fucking honking and then damaging a guy, but I couldn't figure out how to honk. Don't worry, boys.
if you're gonna have backstage in a wrestling game, have it be part of the game, you know? It's like, don't have it be a thing that you're like, oh, this is what I do between matches and talk to Road Dogg about yes to match or no to match.
Carl,
Right.
you were there, right, Carl? You watched that horrible horse shit?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see you, I don't think. I was still watching me die and then you died.
Oh, I meant when we played that wrestling game.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I always like when I see clips of the basketball game, which I assume you have played because you play that shit ton, where like
I play it every year.
where the dude is like, yeah, man, and I'm out here working my ass off every day. And then an actual basketball player will come up and he'll be talking about, man, I just don't even think this right the way, man, that y'all been acting out there on the field, dog. You got, it's a team, the game is for teams, dog. And then it's like, wow, they got one take out of that guy. That dude was not coming back in the booth for another take. It's like the audio quality was worse. It was like it was recorded on a phone.
Yeah, he called in. He called in here. I guess I can
Fucking car windows were down.
do it. I worked 5 months out of the year. Too busy for this.
At least it's not like that in those WWE games. They really just went for like Road Dogg. Get in here.
Road Dogg was like, I'm happy to work.
Yeah. Road Dogg is fired now.
Man, those wrestlers from the 90s really are the YouTubers. Where they're like, bro, I got a 2-year period where I was on top and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, Road Dogg, like, it's weird because you'd be like, Road Dogg was a legit Fight the Rock guy. The Rock is the biggest celebrity of our time.
Yeah, Road Dogg. He's weird because every day now Road Dogg is like, AEW fucking sucks and they need to give me a job. And it's like, you gotta say one or the other of those two things, Road Dogg. You're in the pre-interview phase. Your opening argument is you suck. I hit myself with a flare. Nice. It's falling apart, boys. I don't know how to play this game anymore. I hate when we load into this game and for some reason I'm like completely abysmal at it. And then if I'm at Joe's house and I am playing a game by myself, Carl will watch me just like whiz a headshot with a sniper rifle from 5,000 meters away. To the point that everyone in the room will audibly react. Like, wow, got him. It's like there's fireworks.
It's so dangerously close. Don't get
Up, homie.
back.
So dangerously
To be
close.
fair, the fireworks hit that way that you guys just knocked down. He was coming up on you guys.
They were funny because I was looking at the wall, so while Tone was reviving me, the wall was just like green, blue, red.
Oh, here's the friend.
This guy had a legendary ice cream.
Oh, I can't believe I got him. Holy cow,
What does
Doug.
the legendary ice cream do?
Who grabbed it?
Me, and then I was instantly murdered.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what it does. What's it called? Like little poo soft serve or something?
Holy shit! It put me up to 100 health and shields.
Nice. Very cool.
Much needed.
Much needed. Huh.
I need a better weapon. You will do combat
Well,
assault rifle.
I can't believe we survived any of that.
Everybody pulled their shit together except for me.
Mm.
Carl, I assume you watched whatever this fucking Rick and Morty thing that's been happening is?
Vindicators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
There
enough.
was like 2 minutes a piece or whatever.
Yeah,
so yeah, I watched.
real little. I only watched the first one. I haven't actually caught up. It's like they were up to fucking 5 already, though.
And
Jesus. Also, it's just a whole episode. Is it over?
yeah, I think so. Anyway, I watched all 10 that I saw. There might be more now. I never looked into it. I just saw it existed and watched it.
What a weird format.
There was a guy. Let me see.
Like over that way somewhere.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Oh. I see him. Oh no, that's a bird.
I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. I don't know where my home is. I guess he's not here. I'm like a bird. I'll tell you who's not afraid to make gay jokes. Any of those TikTok short videos.
No. No, also I feel like it's a time now where it's like no one really gives a shit if you make a mildly offensive gay joke, because for some reason there's a large push from Republican senators to make gay marriage illegal again. We've gone backwards into the Stone Age somehow, so you know, you can make jokes again. I know that a dude making a joke isn't nearly as bad as the people making the decisions.
Yeah, the policy.
I will give your boy full credit. I did see Joe Rogan talking about what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, he's not a conservative.
Yeah,
I don't know, like
he was like, what the fuck is this?
he's never been a conservative, but like there was a time period where,
Burn
like,
the place down.
if you don't agree with your buddies on the left, they push you over into it. You're like, no, I don't agree with them. I'm saying, hold up a second though. They're like, oh, you're you and your Nazi ways, Joe Rogan. You're like, settle down. You voted for Bernie Sanders.
Got him.
Nice.
Wow, you really did. Now I'm using them for target. Oh, never mind.
I got him again. Target
Oh, I got
practice.
that guy. I hit old boy on the hill a couple times.
Got him. Oh, there's another one. Got him.
Nice.
I wish the Daily Bugle would fuck off. Spider-Man hasn't been in this game for so long.
There is that conversation that that gets dudes in trouble too, that he'll have, where you're like, he's like, you know, like he's not against trans. He'll be like, he's like, you know, when you say you have lung cancer, and then they're like, hey, we think you have lung cancer, but they actually do the work to find out if you have real lung cancer, do the operation or not. You should make sure, like, medicine, it can't be like so stringent on all its decisions, and then from one decision be like, you know, that's what it is. It's like, just do your due diligence.
They're down here. know what gun is overrated? Any SMG. Because every dude uses it. I'm bad at it. You know, that's what I really mean. Is I'm bad at using it.
Are we there right now?
Maybe.
According to the Pangulator. I don't really get why. Like, it's always hard for me too, because I'm like, I don't really know why those guys would pick that fight either, Doug. Because it's like, you're like, and like there is only one explanation. You hate gay people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're like,
That's the
like,
only thing I can think
that's the
of.
only, you're like, what is the argument here? It's like, I guess they'll be like, they'll talk about religious stuff, but it's like, I'll tell you, Doug, that I'm very, very religious, you know, and it doesn't like, it's not one of those things where I'm like, oh man, if I don't get the government to enforce my belief, Jesus is going to be upset with me.
I think that
It's
people,
like, no.
people are really, really fucking stupid now. I think is a big part of the problem. Like, we have become some of the dumbest people. I see on a daily basis a motherfucker talking about. I literally saw this. I believe it was Marjorie, your friend Marjorie. I believe that she tweeted something along the lines of, "There are no pronouns in the Constitution," and dudes are like, "We the people." The very first word in the thing is a fucking pronoun. Just because you don't know what words mean?
Yeah. We is a pronoun.
I also saw somebody that said that...
Got her, though, you know what I mean?
Somebody said God didn't, or Jesus didn't give his pronouns in the Bible, and then a dude pulled out a verse where he said, "I am he," and
yeah.
he was like, "Here he is, boy. Here he is, he let you know." I thought that was pretty funny as well.
I don't... that's also what I'm saying, like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so I was saying, like, hey, you know, medicine should practice its due diligence and make sure that it's given a proper diagnosis before it does surgery on people. Like, I've been about that, about back pain. You know what I mean? But like this thing where you're like, hey, where you're like, I don't like when people have different pronouns. You're like, I don't know, I don't have a fight there. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand fighting trans people. I do understand that it's like making fun of black people because the left uses them for political gain. It's like, don't attack black people for it.
Yeah, it's also one of those, it's like, I understand that if I walk up to a person, accidentally call them the wrong thing, and they get mad at me, yeah, that's bullshit. But if I walk up to a person, call them the wrong thing, and then they say, I would respectfully prefer you call me a different thing, it's like, yeah, whatever. If I tell you to call me Doug instead of Douglas and you call me the wrong thing, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Also, that also means we're not friends.
Yeah.
So you have to be more formal. Like, you know how you can call me whatever you want, basically, because we're friends.
Yeah.
And then if we were like strangers, you'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Anthony Hottinger."
Yeah.
You'd have to call me by my formal name just because we don't know each other.
There are so many fucking people up here.
We came from this town.
Fucking dude is whipping around in a car that exploded and soared through the air. And at every moment it seemed like the ping. Oh shit. That's a good car hit, Carl. Oh fuck. They're in their own car, but it's like just parked or something. So many of that fucking cyberpunk banana.
Jesus Christ. The banana's out of here.
Yeah, they all got out of there. Every one of them just moved on. Why won't this one die? Why won't this guy die?
Like, I'm saying that she's not only dumb for what she said, she's dumb for taking the bait.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, your political enemy is gonna make it. They're gonna be like, okay, we got these two groups that are like disenfranchised and beat down on it. It's like, and they're like, you don't respond with, you know what? F those groups. You're like, no, don't take the bait.
Those bananas.
Don't say anything bad about those people.
Those bananas are gonna kill us, by the way. Holy shit. I can't even put eyes on a banana before one shoots me.
I know.
Fuck, I'm in the storm. Where's this other team? I'm gonna need them to do a pincer maneuver with us on these bananas. They all bought a $15 skin pack together. That means that they're fucking committed to the bit.
Organized and committed. They're on the other side of that barn.
There's one right here. Fuck, I hit him a couple of times, but not enough times. There's that other team. Oh my god.
Doug, you really doing this?
I got one of them. He was named Banana. Fuck. Get Tone. I'm down. Okay. Okay, they didn't push for some reason. Alright.
They dumb.
No.
Things don't seem to stack.
What's happening?
Fuck.
Oh no.
These guys are gonna push.
That's the end of us.
They're here.
Second
But-
place, that was the last couple of guys.
Yeah.
Hardest working second place in my life.
One of those banana guys was named Banana. That was his Xbox gamer tag.
Wow, he was committed to the bit.
I gotta jump off here. I'm about to go to the gym, I guess.
I hear
Sounds
that.
good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Talk to you hombres later.
Yeah, I'll probably hop off for now too. Carl, are you trying to